Ladies and gentlemen, so now we are going to discuss about the t-test. The t-test is actually similar formula, just t-test not using the sigma, they are using the S, which is the CCMPY, or we call it as the standard deviations of the data, similarly. So we are going to estimate something like this, 10 or less than 10, or we got something more than 10, so we need to estimate accordingly. But the difference is, the big difference is, we are not calculating this one based on the table itself. We just need to understand, we need to use the degree of freedoms and also the alpha value that we set. For example, this one, we set our alpha value is 0.05, and then our degree of freedom is actually, you got your numbers that you count, your samples that you collected, which is, in this case is 10, you minus 1, you got 9. So this 9, you are going to use the student t-test tabulation tables, and then you need to estimate where the regions of your areas. So based on this, you got 1.88. 1.83. So based on our calculated version, this is 2.11. So 2.11 is far beyond the 1.83. So therefore, we need to reject the null hypothesis and then state that the values are not similar with the mean. Okay, this is another example which is given as follows. So you can look accordingly. So remember to use the degree of freedoms. Degree of freedom. So in this case, it's just to explain to you, you need to divide the 0.01 by 2. Why you need to divide it? Because we estimate in terms of the two rejection region, kan? Dia there's a non-directional hypothesis, so therefore you got the 0.01, you divide by 2, you got the 0.005. So 0.005 is the area under curve. But the t-test is not provided to you, the area under curve. It's produced to you by using the degree of freedoms. So now you need to estimate the degree of freedoms by taking your numbers of samples, minus 1, and then try to look into their rows and columns accordingly, and then you got the values of 3.106. 3.106 is our critical region, and then compare with your calculated data. Calculated data is similarly like before, which is the t is equal to x bar minus mu divided by the s, not sigma, divided by the s over s divided by the square root of n. Is similarly to the previous one, but they are using the different alphabet. Okay, the next one, this is what I mean by the standard, or we call it as a reference point. So this one is the managers of the Dewan Bahasa. So even though he or she not a researcher, but they are called a credible personnel. You know, credible personnel, people with the good informations that they are reliable. So based on his opinion, the average of the visits for the professor in a week is around 45. Unfortunately, based on your study, you got 46. You got 46, okay? 38 is the numbers of the people that you sampled. You saw 38 numbers in a week go to the something which is 46. So you are trying to say that, wow, I can see that it's more than what you suggest or what the standard required. The standard required 46, so I got 46. So whether it's true or not true, so this is the hypothesis that we need to establish. So the first one is alternative and hypothesis null, and also alternative hypothesis, and then the next one will be the alpha values. So we are focusing on the one side of the region, and then we calculate accordingly. So the first one, you need to understand the 38 is actually the samples, right? So you find the 38 minus 1 is 37. So you look into the t tabulation now. You can look now, and you can find out that the level is 37 over the 0.025. So it's equivalent to 3.106. 3.106 is a critical area that we need to compare with our calculated data. So how we want to calculate? Using the x bar minus mu divided by the s divided by the square root of n. So we got the 2.37. So 2.37 is actually more than 3.106, correct? 3.106. So this one is wrong, okay? Not 2.0, sorry. The t is 2.026. It's not t is equal to 3.106. This one is wrong. This one is correct. Okay? When you look into the t tabulation, you find out that the t is equal to 2.026 based on the degree of freedom 37 and then 0.025 alpha. Is that correct or not correct? Please find out now. Oh, you're not sure? You're not sure, T tabulation. Tahu tak tengok T tabulation?